Okay, bro. So I assume, like I told you, what this was for, right?
What is it for? Like a podcast or something?
Yeah, it's kind of something like that. So I'm trying to start like a podcast thing, but it's mostly just to help young players, you know. So like people that are trying to like break through, or maybe that are thinking about football and stuff, just to like give them some direction, maybe some help. If so, like from other players, other like stories from people and stuff. Like maybe they can get something from it. So yeah,
Sounds good. Sounds good.
yeah, and honestly, like first of all, I want to say thank you for your response and stuff. You know, because not everyone is keen on doing stuff like this. Because I don't know why actually. Like mostly, I think they're not sure what's gonna come out of it.
A lot of footballers are lazy.
Yeah, that's a true fact. But I guess you're not one of them. So thank you very much for that.
I always,
I and
I'm always interested in what people have to say.
yeah. So I guess let's start then.
Okay.
So tell me a bit about like your story. Like where'd you come from? Where did you play? And like what's your career all about?
I was born in the UK, in Somerset, which is southwest of England.
Okay.
I started playing from a young age, just locally. And then when I hit 40, I think it was 14 or 15, I got asked for a trial for Bristol Rovers, who were in League One at the time.
Mm-hmm.
We were asked for a trial with them, so I went up for a trial.
Youth teams, right?
Yeah, youth team, yeah,
Okay.
so for the under 15s. So this was the under 15, so I'd done really well in the trial, and they signed me, so I signed a year there. And then, because I was physically bigger than everyone and stuff, in my age group, I always played a year up. So when I was like 15, I played 2 years up. So when I was 15, I just about to turn 16. I was playing in the under 18s team for Bristol Rovers.
Okay. And what position did you play?
So back then I was a centre midfielder. Now I'm a centre back.
Okay, yeah. So that size helped you a lot in your like position.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it helped me a lot physically, winning headers and physically like tackling and stuff like that. So yeah, it helped me a lot, and it made me become a man quicker because I was playing with older people.
Yeah.
So it helped me out big time. So then I turned 16, obviously left school, and as soon as I left school, they offered me a pro contract at Bristol Rovers for 2 years. So as soon as I left school, I went straight with the first team. So I was training with the first team every day for Bristol Rovers.
Okay.
So I had to sort of like I had to grow up fast and grow up quick. Obviously, because you're playing with men and you're playing for, your career. It was good for me to do that. So I was there for 5 years at Bristol Rovers. Didn't play as much as I liked. Even though I was always on the fringe of the team, I was on the bench a lot. But I also had a couple bad injuries where I was out for a while. And then towards the end of it, there was lots of managers in and out. So I had like 6 managers in like a season, I think.
Oh damn, that's a lot of managers, mate.
Yeah. So some of them liked me, some of them didn't. And I was getting to the age where I just wanted to play football, no matter what level. I wanted to just play week in, week out, and just obviously learn my trade as a footballer. And this is the point where I moved back to centre back. So when I dropped out of full-time football and I played for Dorchester, which were Conference South, that was near like where I'm from. So I went to play for them for like about 14 months. So I played with them and I worked at the same time. So I did scaffolding at the same time as that, which opened my eyes up to the real world because it was very tough.
Yeah.
Waking up in the morning, getting back at 5:30, then going to training. Sometimes having games Tuesday nights. So yeah, that made me a bit of a stronger person as well and it also made me work harder and motivate me to get back into full-time football because I didn't want to live that life. I wanted to just play football.
Yeah. But how old were you then?
I was 21.
21, yeah.
So I had a lot of loan spells when I was at Bristol Rovers. So I played the odd games here and there. I went to Bath City in the conference. I went to Newport in the conference. Weymouth in the Conference South. So I had a few like games here and there, but I didn't play as much as I liked. So I just wanted to go and play football. So I went to Dorchester, done really well there. So I think from centre half I scored like 16 goals in one season. Got like player of the season. So so I've done really well there. And then Sutton United bought me from there, who were in the same league at the time, but they had ambitions to go up.
Okay, but wait, now, so you went from professional football in League One to semi-pro, right?
To the semi-pro, yeah. So I went from professional football to semi-pro. So
and then you went back up.
Pardon?
Did you?
Yeah, and then I went back.
Yeah.
I went back to. It was still semi-pro, but they trained full time.
Mm-hmm.
So it was semi, but they trained full time, and obviously financially it was better for me to just play for them instead of working as well. But it was tough, obviously, to drop out of full-time football, going to amateur. A lot of players that do that, they don't go back up again. You know what I mean? They stay at that level for the rest of their career.
Yeah.
So I worked, like I said, I worked hard, and I did everything I could to try and get myself back up. So I went back to Sutton, done really well there, got made captain. So I got player of the year for my first year at Dorchester. Then went to Sutton, got player of the year that year at Sutton, was made captain, got to the playoff semi-finals, lost. And then the year after that, halfway through the season, Forest Green bought me. So I went up to like last conference, so that was like full-time professional. I went to Forest Green and got into the playoff semi-final that year. Again, we got beat by Bristol Rovers, ironically, in the semi-finals. And then the year after that, we played at Wembley, got to the playoff final at Wembley. I got player of the season that year, so that was my first full season with Forest Green. We got beat at Wembley. My best period of football was probably at Forest Green that season. When we got to Wembley, I was playing really well. I was in good shape and stuff. And then so the year after that, a new manager come in, Mark Cooper come in, and then I played for them, and we were either first or second out of the league. We were doing really well. And then I got to January, and I was told that Barnet in League 2 wanted to buy me. So I went up and had a meeting at Barnet and negotiated and stuff, and I come to an agreement to sign with them. So I went from leaving League 1, dropping out, going to Dorchester, Conference South.
And semi-pro?
Semi-pro, then going to Sutton, who was semi-pro/pro.
Okay.
And then going to Forest Green, professional, another league up. So I was going league up every time, and then I got bought by Barnet, who was obviously a professional League 2 team. In League 2, another league up, so I've gone up and up and up and up.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. So I was obviously showing that I was doing something right. If people wanted me, and they were paying money for me. So it was good. It was a good feeling then. And then my time at Barnet I didn't really enjoy Barnet.
Why not?
I had lots of managers, 6 or 7 managers in about 18 months.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So it was very stop-start. I didn't really enjoy my time there.
There wasn't really a team, I guess.
No, and then they got relegated the season. I didn't really play for 6 months there. I was just on the bench. I didn't really play, but they got relegated that season. I still had a year left in my contract there.
And what season was that? What season was that?
That was last season. They got relegated.
Oh, okay,
so
yeah.
2017-18, yeah. So they got relegated.
Because I talked to actually. If you want to know, this is the, let's say, second episode of this thing, and the first time I talked to a player, maybe you know him, he's called Jordan Antonio Brown. Did you ever hear about him?
Oh yeah, he was at West Ham.
Yeah, and then because I think...
He come on trial.
Yeah, there you go, because he told me like he did, and he didn't like it as well, so he didn't stay there, and But did you see him?
It was a weird atmosphere at Barnet. It was you didn't feel like a team. It was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone would finish training and they would shoot home. Like you'd come into training and everyone would get away as quick as they could.
Oh yeah.
It just wasn't good. And I still had a year left of my contract after they got relegated. So I was like, I don't want to stay here. So I negotiated with the chairman for me to rip up my contract, and then I signed back at Sutton, who were obviously in the league above. They were in the conference after that good FA Cup run they had, where they played Arsenal, Leeds and stuff. So, and they got a good team there. So I went there, started this season, and then obviously the Brunei thing came about in December. So my old Forest Green manager who bought me first time round, he got the job out in Brunei, for Brunei DPMM.
Mm-hmm.
He messaged me saying, would you be interested in coming out? And I was like, yeah, if I can get the opportunity, yeah, I would come out. So I had to come out, so I spoke to Sutton, and because obviously I was at Sutton before, I was quite friendly with the manager, and we got on quite well as friends, so he sort of thought like it was an opportunity that I couldn't turn down financially and for experience wise. So he said to me, yeah, go out. So I come out for a 5-day trial, played one game, and the Crown Prince wanted me straight away. The chairman on the team is the Crown Prince, so he turned around and just said, yeah, we want him. So I had to go back to England and then try and negotiate leaving Sutton to come out here, which worked out fine, and it's all got sorted, and now I'm out here 3 months down the line. And I'm enjoying it out here. I love it, to be fair.
Okay, that's amazing, man. Honestly, wow, what a story. But how did you so did you ever get involved with agents and stuff to get to a new team, or did you go past that?
Yeah. So I had agents, but it's not to get out here. But I had agents from when I got signs from different teams, from Dorchester to Sutton to Forest Green, Forest Green to Barnet. I had agents, but I'd advise, if I was giving some advice to younger players, I'd say don't sign with an agent. You just need advice. You can do everything yourself, and sometimes you got to be careful with agents because you think they care about you, but they actually don't. They just all they see is pound signs.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's their living. It's how they live. They need to make money, so they're not going to do it for free. So if I'd give young players advice hey, be careful with agents, 100%.
Mm-hmm. But so what do you mean because you just said you can do it on your own, but what would you need an agent for then? I mean, why do they exist, because they gotta be there for something. If
So Mike, you broke up a little bit then.
Because you said
the line broke up a little bit.
Yeah. You said that you don't really need an agent. Does that remain true in every situation, or is there maybe some case where you do need one?
There are some cases you do need, because obviously when you're negotiating new contracts, if you're somewhere at a club, you don't want to fall out with people, or you want people at the club to think you're greedy. If you want more money financially, or you want more stuff, it's good to have, but you need to have someone that you can trust, and someone that is there to help you, not there to make money off you, basically. But it's hard to tell. They all come across nice. Oh, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. I can take you here, take you there. But yeah, it's one of the things that there are good agents out there, and there are lots of bad agents. But I don't know. You just have to figure it out. That obviously speak to people that have used that guy before or used that agent before, and get feedback off them and stuff like that. Just be aware of signing things with agents, because it can bite you on the bum sometimes.
Yeah. So I guess don't sign with anyone as well. You really gotta know who you're signing with and build a relationship with them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course, build a relationship. Don't sign anything until you've sat down with them maybe a couple of times, chat with them,
and know who you're talking
to. They work and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And some players don't even meet their agents in person. They just speak on the phone.
Yeah, I've heard about that as well.
Which I think is crazy. You should definitely sit down with them a couple of times face to face.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. Well, like I said, it's how they make their money. Mm-hmm. They don't care how they do it, as long as they make it.
Yeah, true. Alright, and so mate, you said you've played in Wembley, right?
Yeah, I played at Wembley, yeah.
And that was for what?
2000. That was the conference playoff final against Grimsby.
Oh, okay.
So that was to get promoted to League Two.
Okay, great. And what was the outcome of the match?
We got beat 3-1, I think it was.
Oh,
3-1 we got beat.
And so I guess
it wasn't good. It was amazing playing our childhood dream playing at Wembley. Obviously the result made it a bit put a dampener on it, but yeah, it was amazing. Like amazing to play there. What a place it is.
Mm-hmm. And so you've played like in, I guess, is Wembley the biggest stadium in England, or is it? Do you know?
Yeah, it's one of them. Yeah, it's got to be in it.
Well, then what was the best team you've played against, like the biggest in your career?
Best team I played against? Trying to think, best team I played against.
Any Premier League team, maybe?
I played against Brighton in the League Cup. We played at Brighton Stadium. That was when I was at Barnet.
Yeah.
Okay. In the Carabao Cup, we played them. We should have beat them. We played really well. We got beat 1-0, but we should have won really. But yeah, that was a good performance. They had quite a few first teamers out playing as well, and that's a nice stadium, Yamex, very nice.
Oh, that's so cool. Alright, and so what did you think? I mean, did you have I want to say maybe even expectations to, or at least did you want to go further up? So like Championship and maybe Premier League.
Of course you do. As a young player, you want to. And obviously, when I was having that rise up the leagues, I was trying to push the kick on again. But then I hit to Barnet, and it sort of halted. I didn't enjoy myself there. Maybe I look back and think I should, because Forest Green were promoted that year after I left.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I look back and think maybe I should have gone there. I should have stayed where I was. But obviously, you live and you learn. But yeah, I wish I could have gone up a bit more. But then you get to a certain age and you think, well, you do that now. Like,
yeah, you're all past that.
So I'm 28 now, and to be honest, from a young age, I wanted to obviously play aside. But also a dream of mine was to play abroad. So when this opportunity came up, I snapped it off. Like snapped my hand off of it.
Okay. And so again, like how did you feel when, I mean, about that move to Brunei? Like, what went through your mind when you heard that you had that opportunity and stuff?
I basically got asked to come on trial. So in Asia, you have to trial. No matter who you are, you have to trial, because it's not really the manager's decision who gets picked. So the Crown Prince, he watches with his right hand man, that they call him the management. So they're the main people to pick. So they want to see you play. So I come out, like I said, I played in a trial game, and they liked me straight away. And they said like they were really interested in me. So then the manager, Adi, who I know, he said to me like, listen, they want you. If you want to come and do this and you're serious about it, then let's do it. So I wanted to. Also, the other thing is that I was playing for Sutton in the conference. I played lower league football for the last 10 years. And I was bored of it. I wanted a new experience. I wanted a new challenge. When the opportunity come up, I was really happy, and I did everything I could to push it through. And now I'm 3 months down the line. If someone said to me, "Oh, would you go back to England to play now?" I'd say no. I'd stay out here.
Okay, yeah. And was it not hard, I guess, because you said you always wanted to like play abroad and stuff, but like to make the decision, to leave your country and it's another language, and wasn't?
It wasn't hard. It was, a lot of the boys here speak English here.
Okay.
So you have 3 import players. So there's another lad on the team who's Australian. There's another lad from Belarus. So I get on well with the Australian lad. That's made it a lot like the transition easier. And obviously I knew the manager and I know the fitness coach.
Oh, yeah.
Both English. So that's made the transition easier. But a lot of the boys speak English, and you know what I mean. I've settled in really well. Like I get on well with all the boys, really.
Yeah. So no.
They sort of look up to me. They look up to me. Obviously, having a career in England and playing in England and stuff, they look up to me as a sort of a senior pro sort of player.
Okay.
Even the older ones look at me like he's like the leader sort of thing, which is good. Like I like to obviously do that sort of stuff. So yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
Okay. So no like language barrier thing really going on.
No language barrier. No,
Okay.
not at all. They all speak. Some of them speak very good English, and some of them speak broken English, but they understand most things. I usually just swear at them on the pitch, so they know what that means.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And so what's the difference in football then, from England to yeah.
The difference is obviously, as you could probably guess, physical wise, I'm mountains above everyone, physically wise. So yeah, so I don't lose it. If I lose a header, there's something wrong, I think. But yeah, physically wise, obviously it's not as physical as England, and also the game's slower. So the game's slower, the tempo's slower. It's not as intense.
Okay.
Obviously, in local league football in England, there's lots of long ball. The ball's going one end of the pitch to the other in 10 seconds, heading it down, bouncing around. Here, it's very controlled.
Okay, so would you say more like tactical, maybe?
More tactical, but the players are more technical here.
So
their feet are very good, they're very technical on the ball. They're all like, keep the ball, we pass it, we try and pass out from the back and stuff like that. It's a lot slower. It's a lot slower, the game.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the weather's a lot hot. And then it sounds like it's easier, but then the weather's 30 degrees.
Oh yeah.
So it makes it that makes it hard. So yeah, no, I've adapted quite well to it, and it probably suits my game a little bit more as a defender, as a slower game, because I can read the game easier then, and I can just sit in and organise the team and stuff. So yeah, obviously it's worked out well so far. We're unbeaten in 3, 1-2, drawn 1, and we haven't conceded a goal, which is that's a new Brunei record. It's never been done ever at the football club. 3 consecutive clean sheets. So that looks good on my part, isn't it?
Yeah, congratulations, man. And yeah, look, while I don't forget, because you said you're a defender, right?
Yeah.
Let's say, like, I have quite a few problems, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, to have those problems. Like, how do you get over, like, fear in football, like, so for example, fear of challenging someone for the ball, so like physical contact, and the actual ball, so like to get fear of the shot, like blocking the shot from someone. How'd you get over that?
I don't know. I think you've either got it or you haven't.
Okay, so
you're either that type of. I think you're either that type of player or you're not. You're either one of the pretty footballer who will dribble around, do skills and stuff like that, flair player, or you're like an old school defender who will kick and head people and block shots with their heads and stuff like that. I think that there's 2 types of players nowadays, but that's like an old school defender. There's not many of them around anymore. I'd probably put myself in that category as an old school defender. Like, I don't care. I'd head a brick wall for the team. Doesn't really bother me.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I think you've either got it or you're not. I don't think you can't teach that. I don't think.
Okay, so do you think
you're either a player or you're not? I think it's just the way you are. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So more character.
Yeah, character. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's more your character.
All right, and yeah. So the in Singapore, that's the S League, right? You're playing in.
Yeah, the Singapore Premier League, I see, yeah.
It's Premier League, so it's the first division of the country.
Yeah.
And
so yeah.
I wanna just really quickly just touch on like the money subject, because I think for most players, at least like the ones that are aiming to like play professional, they want to know like is it like sustainable going to another country, or is it really Europe and just that, you know? Like how do you get along with like financially wise? Is it okay? Is it like better or worse than League 2 and League 1 or?
I wouldn't come here if it wasn't good enough. I wouldn't come across the other side of the world. Obviously Brunei is tax free, so I pay no tax.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's worthwhile. It's more than worthwhile, and that's why I want to stay out here for the next 4 or 5 years, because financially it could help me out. It could see me through for the next 10, 20 years and set me up back home in England, or if I stay out here, yeah, it could be life-changing money if I have a good career out here for 4 or 5 years. But you have to be careful in Asia. It's like you need to be careful where you're going, because I've heard players going to Indonesia and not getting paid, going to Vietnam not getting paid. You need inside information on something like the club, or just something inside information on something, because you just need to be careful. Obviously, because obviously AD got the job here, the manager, so I sort of knew if he was going out, you know, I mean, it must have been legit. And obviously the Crown Prince is the chairman, so he funds it. So if he's got no money, then I don't know what else. I don't know where else to get.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just got to be careful. And it's not about money. It's not about coming out of space like this. In the long term, it is about money. But to start with, it's not about money.
Yeah, no, of course.
Not think about money and culturally fit in. You need to culturally fit in places. Obviously, Brunei is a Muslim country, so there's no bars, there's no clubs here, no drinking. So you have to culturally fit in. Otherwise, if you don't culturally fit in, you won't get on with the players. You won't get on with the culture, the place where you're living. People won't like you. So yeah, I've come here with the right frame of mind of just culturally fitting in, first of all, and then doing well with my football. And then, you know what I mean, if you culturally fit in and you do well with football, everything else will take care of itself financially, whatever you want from it, because people will want you. If you're a good person off the pitch and you're a good person on the pitch, everything else will take care of it. But it's not about financial to start with. You need to just go out there, and people think, oh, I want to go abroad because X amount, I get paid this amount. It's not just about getting paid. You have to have the mentality to come out here and do well and live in a different country. Maybe have a language barrier, different culture. It's hard, away from family. It's out of your comfort zone, and a lot of English players won't be able to do it. No way. No way.
Of course, yeah, I understand that. No, but I think also for some, you know, like they might not be sure of like going somewhere because maybe, you know, they won't be in like the first division somewhere, and being in, for example, let's say Malaysia, you never really know where you can end up and how the football is. Is that gonna like be enough to live on? You know, like that's kind of what I mean.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Well, obviously, before you come out, you will have been offered a contract offer.
Mm-hmm.
So you will know what you're earning. You need to figure out what yourself, like, can I live off this? Can I send money home to save? Can I do this, do that? A lot of Asian clubs sometimes do packages. So they will do like your salary, they will do an apartment, maybe a car, and they will throw that into the deal. So you won't have to pay for rent and stuff like that. So it's just, you have to weigh it up. You have to weigh up the options. You can't, like, the contract has to be right. If the contract's not right, then there's no point coming.
Yeah.
It has to be, everything has to be right. And that's what did it for me here. The contract was right. I got a nice package here. So yeah, like I said, I was 100% coming out here.
Mm-hmm. All right, great. Like a little like different question. What do you think? I mean, what is happiness to you?
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
What is happiness to you?
Happiness.
Yeah.
Winning football games.
So week in, week out, just winning all of them, and you'll be happy.
Yeah, winning, just winning, training, playing well. that makes me happy as a person. If we lose and I'm not playing well, then it ruins my weekend. It ruins my day to the next game. We have to put it right. But yeah, that's happiness to me. I'm at the moment, I'm probably the happiest I've been for a long time out here. Just living a nice life, nice weather, training hard. I've got myself into the best shape I've ever been in, literally ever in my whole career. So yeah, no, at the moment I'm probably the happiest I've been, and it's not about money. It's not about that. It's just about living a nice life, very chilled, playing football every day, travelling. Like this weekend, we have the weekend off. I'm getting a flight up to north of Borneo, and it's called Kota Kinabalu, and going to do some scuba diving and some snorkeling. Just chilling out and doing things like that. You can't do that in England.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I'm enjoying that. I'm really enjoying life at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Dude, you're living the dream, like legit. You're just telling me this, and I'm here. I'm out in Belgium, and there's like a rain every 2 days, and it's so annoying, man.
yeah. Same as England.
Yeah. And but then do you ever like get caught up thinking about the future or something? Like, what's the next step? Do you already have any idea, or like after you get done with football?
Yeah, obviously I do think about it because obviously I'm getting older. I'm not getting any younger. I do think about it, but my focus now at the moment is on staying out here as long as I can, and then after that, I don't know. I don't know where life will take me. It's different now. Maybe in England I was thinking about maybe getting into coaching, doing my coaching badges, etc. But now I've come out here, my take on the future has probably changed a little bit. There's a lot more opportunities out here, football-wise, because obviously I'm English. I played in the English game, so I can probably get quite a good coaching job out here just because of my experience of playing. And being where I'm from, so yeah, things are different, but I don't really think about that much at the moment. I still like to think I've got 4 or 5 years left in me playing.
Yeah, of course.
So maybe not thinking about it just yet, but obviously the future is important. You need to plan for the future. I'd say to young kids to plan, to study, to do stuff. To plan for the future, like maybe do coaching badges from a young age and just gradually do them, or whatever you want to do, like do like a business course or something like that. I know a few players that have done a business degree while playing and stuff like that. So yeah, I'd say definitely look to the future.
Mm-hmm. So in your opinion, like getting a degree from a university or a high school or whatever and playing professional is possible, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah. I know players that have done it while playing. Obviously, it takes longer because you're doing like evening courses or at home school and stuff. But yeah, it's possible. And once it's done, you have that degree and you can go into a job after football. And you also through these degrees, you build contacts with people that can help you out in the future.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess like when you play football, you do get a lot of contacts. So that's a good thing that you make a lot of contacts where you can get in touch with people after football and say, listen, I like what you're doing and stuff. How do I get into this? Can you give me some advice and stuff? So yeah, it's about building contacts as well, I think.
Yeah, so you would say definitely like relationships in football are like one of the most important things.
Yeah, you need relationships in football. Yeah, you should never burn bridges with anyone. You should never talk bad about anyone in football because you always meet them somewhere along the line again. That's what I've learned anyway. So you're better off being genuine and straightforward with them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so obviously, like in your career, I'm sure you've had to give up and sacrifice a lot of things. Do you remember any, or like did any of them mark you, like yeah?
Yeah, obviously when you grow up, when you're younger, you do sacrifice. Obviously, you've got with your friends going out, clubbing, going out, going away for the weekends, going on holiday. So yeah, you sacrifice a lot. It's not just all about that, but you sacrifice a lot. And a lot of time. You don't live a normal social life because you're always thinking about preparing for the next training session, the next game. So yeah, there's massive sacrifices, massive, like socially and mentally, I think. Of course there is, yeah, massive sacrifice.
But I think it also,
if you want to be
like I think it also comes down to what you want yourself as a person, you know. So maybe if you think about it differently, like that's what I want to do with my life, then maybe it's not really a sacrifice that much, you know.
No, of course it's not. No, of course. If you want to be a footballer that bad, then the sacrifices should be nothing for you.
Yeah.
But if you can't make those sacrifices and your sacrifices affect you, then maybe football's not the thing for you to do. I think.
Yeah,
you have to be willing to and determined to sacrifice, work hard. And if you can't do that, then football's just definitely not for you because it needs all of that. It needs 100%.
Yeah, you know, I think also like you need to have self-awareness, you know, like if you find that this sport is not for you, maybe like go into something else, go into business or try different stuff, but like don't, you know, like get caught up in something because that could, I don't know, potentially come back to you in that way.
Yeah, of course.
And I think just go ahead.
I said, yeah, of course, yeah, you need to try different things. Don't just, if football's not for you, don't just mope around and put your head down thinking because football's not for you. Then you need to try something new, otherwise it will affect you.
Yeah, and I think also for me, that's one thing I'm sure about, like football is what I want to do later, you know, because it's built also like a couple skills, a couple values in me, and I feel like self-awareness is one of them because even in like, you know, training sessions, if you say, for example, feel something like your hamstring pulling or whatever, like you need to know when to stop or when to push, and like I feel it just, I don't know, made me better, like made me more self-aware. Do you have that as well, or?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no one knows your own body better than yourself, so you need to know how to look after yourself. You need to know what your body is saying.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, obviously, I've had injuries and that, but I'll play through them. Just because that's the character I am. I will play through that unless it's a broken leg or something. But yeah, I'll play through injuries. Like the other day we played, I twisted my ankle in the first 10 minutes and swelled up. I took some painkiller during the game and just played on for the last 80 minutes. And after the game, I took my boot off and it was absolutely, my foot was black and ballooned up. That's just me. I play through that just because that's the person I am. But some players wouldn't. But obviously, it's not a bad thing if you wouldn't because it's an injury. If you're badly injured, you need to pull out. But for me, like growing up, I've always been taught to just soldier on through. But people are different, yeah. But like you said, self-awareness, you need to know what your body is saying. If you're training too hard and you're feeling like you said, if you're feeling tight, sore in places, then you need to stop. Like training too hard, training isn't going to do you any good. You're just going to get a long-term injury. So you need to know time to rest. You should always have a recovery day, and just like you said, self-awareness. You do learn that with football. You learn how to look after yourself, definitely.
Yeah, and so again, like, what do you think for you is the most important skill in football, or like what did it teach you? Maybe what values or?
What did football teach me?
Yeah.
What has football teach me?
Yeah.
It's made me strong mentally. You have to be strong mentally to be a footballer. Otherwise, if you're not, you'll get eaten alive. Handling pressure, things like that. Fans, if you're not playing well, fans getting on your back. But like, if you're not very strong mentally, it will eat you alive. So it's made me strong as a person. It's made me very strong as a person.
Mm-hmm.
It's made me. I don't know what's the other. It's made me. Oh, it's taught me that. I don't really know actually. It's taught me that there's also, this is another thing, like there's a saying, more to life than football, and there is. Like everyone thinks football is life, like as a footballer, football is life, but there are more things to life than football. That should come first.
Definitely.
It is a passion of mine, but there are more things to life than football.
Mm-hmm. But so most important skill in football, would you? Hello, did you hear me? Shit. No.
Hello?
Yeah, are you there? Sorry for that, mate. Damn it! No. First time this happens. This is never gonna happen again. Hey, mate. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
No, no worries. Yeah, so also it's made me more as a focused person. It's made me realise that I can push myself a lot more than I thought I could, like physically, mentally. Yeah, it makes you a strong person. If you do well in the game, it makes you a strong person.
Yeah.
It does make you. Yeah, it makes you just. If you love football, it just makes you like you said before, happiness. It makes you happy, like waking up in the morning, knowing you have training, nice weather, or if it's raining in England, but you're still going to do something that you love.
Yeah.
Just building up that week when you build up to a game, and then you get to Saturday and it's game day, and you wake up in the morning and you like buzzing because you've got a game. It's just those feelings, those feelings I wouldn't get from any other job.
Yeah, definitely understand that. So, would you say that most important skill in football would be confidence and mental toughness, or?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, confidence is massive. Confidence is massive, and mental toughness. Yeah, you've got to be tough. Because if you're not tough, you say a manager comes in and starts having a go at you at half time because you made a mistake. If you're not tough, you'll just go to your shell. In the second half, you'll just hide. So you need to be tough. You need to be able to stand up, lift your shoulders up, keep your head up, and say, like, listen, I'm going to go out and do it for the team and do something better to make up for the mistake and stuff like that. I think toughness and confidence is massive.
Okay, yeah. And so, how did you, as a player, how did you practice? How did you practice? How did you get better at football?
So you train as you play. So I say you train as you play. So how I play on a Saturday afternoon or in a game, I will train. So if there's a tackle to be won and I've got to smash the other player, I will do it in training. I don't care. Some players wouldn't.
Yeah.
So if I have to head someone's head to stop a goal going in, I will do it. If I cut my head open, I will do it. I train as I play. So that's how you keep on your toes. You keep on your toes. If you train as you play. If you train sloppy and train slow and sluggish, then you would take that into the game. So I train as I play. That keeps me on my toes. I'm always in the gym. I'm in the gym 4 times a week, doing strengthening work. Because if you're strong and fit, then no one will be able to live with you. If you're stronger and fitter than your opponent, then they've got no chance, have they?
Yeah, especially as a defender. I mean.
Yeah, so and staying out when I was younger, I used to stay out after training and do extras. If you're young, stay out after training and do extras. When everyone goes in, stay out. If you're striker, go and do some finishing. If you're a midfielder, go and clip some, pass some balls into the goal. Or like, if you're a defender, go and practice some heading and turning and stuff like that. So yeah, stay out, do extras. That's the only way you get better. And the only way you get better as well is by playing. I'd say to young players that like pro clubs and stuff like that aren't really playing, the best thing to do is to play every week. What level, just go and play. Because you learn so much from playing. Because you make mistakes, which next time you won't do. You learn from mistakes. You do something good, and then you become good at that strength. You know what I mean? So playing is the most important. I call it game management. So game management, which means like you learn your trade from the game.
Okay, yeah, all right. And so, what about like technique and working with the ball? Did you ever do that? What do you think about it?
Yeah, I did. But obviously, for me, being like I said, an old school defender, I'm not very that technically. I am quite good technically. I've got a good passing range and stuff. But yeah, technique-wise, midfielders you need to do like little technique drills, little passes, little volleys. There's loads of stuff you can do, like in and out of cones, moving your feet and stuff like that. There's loads of stuff you can do. Yeah, of course, there's loads of drills and stuff, definitely to improve your technique wise. Some players aren't technically gifted, but if they work it, they will become technically gifted. It's one of those things you can practice and become better.
Yeah, I see. And you know, like a bit more on the, I'd say, philosophy side. Like if you could change one thing in football, like one thing that doesn't please you, that you're not okay with, what would it be?
I would change the politics in football.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Meaning,
Yeah, definitely.
Meaning like managers having favourites players, players having to play because they're on more money than one player, players that aren't performing still playing because they have a bit of a name, and like young players not getting a chance, like young English players not getting a chance, even though they're probably good enough, not getting a chance because there's a bigger name ahead of them. So things like that, yeah, I'd change that, definitely.
Yeah, and even like at the top, you know, FIFA and stuff, like corruption, like that has no place in football, you know?
Sure. Of course, everywhere's it corrupts.
Yeah.
Football's massive money, so
Yeah,
it's a massive business. Football's basically a business. It's a money-making business at the top.
Yeah.
So there's lots of corruption in that. There's lots of corruption, of course.
Yeah, but I guess where there's money, there's corruption always. That's how life works, honestly.
Yeah, of course. Same with governments and stuff like that. There's always corruption. Always.
Yeah.
There's always something going on. There's always managers taking backhanders off agents for players and stuff like that. So it happens all the time.
And you know, because you've done the let's say path from England to like playing in England and Europe to Asia, right? What would you say to someone trying to like go the opposite way? Someone that wants to go to Europe but he's playing maybe in even like, you know, in a third world country where the football isn't developed, like the economy isn't that great. What advice would you give them?
Well, you'd have to, players like that, I think they would have to stand out in their league they're playing. If they're good enough and they stand out, then there will be an agent. You'd have to use an agent, I would have thought, unless you had contacts in the European country. You'd have to have an agent. You have to probably come over and trial, give it your best shot. Yeah, like you said, it's hard. It would be hard for players that I've been in clubs where players that come from Africa, places like that, and they've come over to trial, and it's been tough for them. So it's totally different to what they're used to. That goes back to what you're saying about me coming out here, players coming out into Asia. You have to be mentally ready and physically ready to come here. So whatever's thrown at you, you're ready for it. Because if you go somewhere unprepared, not ready, then it can catch you out. And that's what a lot of players do. A lot of players go for trials and it catches them out. The way the game is, how physical it is, how fast it is compared to what they're used to. You should go to a trial expecting the worst and being ready for it. Yeah, definitely. You need to. But for third world countries and stuff, they have to have contacts, agents, contacts to get over there. Or if they'd get trials first, then you'd have to go on trial, like people have to do out here in Asia. I would have thought.
But do you think it's possible to get into a club or get a trial without initially having contacts in that country?
I think it's very tough. Very tough. Very tough. You need to have someone putting the name out there. You need to have an agent that has contacts at a club saying, "Like, listen, I've got this player here. Here's his CV. Here's his video clips of him." Because otherwise, no one will know who you are. It'd be hard to get spotted. It'd be hard.
Yeah, I see. All right, and so The three most important things that your career has taught you and that you would like to pass on. And that's, I think, going to be the last question because I'm out of questions.
Three important things. So what advice I give to young footballers, basically.
Yeah.
My first would be to give, if football is what you want to do badly, then give it everything you've got. Make the sacrifices, give it as much effort and determination as everything you've got. Work hard, listen to managers, listen to coaches, learn. Stay out after training, work hard, do extras.
Mm-hmm.
One of my coaches said to me when I was like, always do more than what other people are doing. So I used to do extra sessions like on my days off when other people wouldn't be doing sessions. So I'd be in the gym or whatever. So always do more than what other people would be doing. So yeah, work hard. That's my number one would be that. Give it everything you've got. Number two would be enjoy it. Enjoy playing football. Make some memories, make some friends. Enjoy it because it doesn't last long. It goes so quick.
Yeah, career. Yeah, exactly.
It goes so quick. So enjoy it. Make some friends. Make some memories. Because it is a job. It is tough. It is a lot of pressure, but also you need to enjoy it. And people will play their best football when they're enjoying themselves. If they're not enjoying themselves, they won't play well.
Yeah, true.
So enjoy it. Yeah. So my second one would be enjoy it. Enjoy it. Make sure you enjoy it because, like I said, it doesn't last long. And the third one would be at the end of your career, don't have any regrets. Definitely don't have any regrets. Don't look back on things when you're 35, 36 and say, wish I'd done this, wish I'd done that, wish I worked harder here, wish I just, whatever you want, like, don't have any regrets, definitely. That's the worst thing to do is to look back when you're older and think, I should have done this, I should have done that, why didn't I do this, why didn't I do that? So yeah, definitely that's another one.
Great, amazing. Look, man, thank you a lot for this.
Yeah, no worries. Anything else you need, just give me a shout. I'll be happy to help.
Yeah, thank you very much, bro. And look, do you need do you want to maybe put your Instagram like for people to find you or any other like social contact?
Yeah, put my Instagram on it. I'll send you over my Instagram on WhatsApp.
Yeah, no problem. And
add me on there, that's cool.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. All right, and I wish you much luck in the future with football and everything.
Hopefully we'll catch up again.
Yeah.
Maybe later once I won the Singapore Premier League, we'll catch up.
No problem, bro. And if you wanna like change league and come to Belgium for once, like try it.
Yeah.
Hit me up, and we'll see.
I like Belgian beer.
Yeah, and French fries as well. We're doing the best here as well. All right,
Alright,
mate.
well, I'll send over my Instagram to you now.
Yep, do that. And I'll catch you later then.
Yeah, no worries. All the best. Speak to
Yeah.
you soon.
You too, take care. Right. I'll put the Insta right here. That's been Charlie Clough. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you later. Peace.